ओके हमें आज पढ़ा मैटरनिटी एक्ट। मैटरनिटी एक्ट 1961 मोरलेस हमें किछटा जानी थी मैटरनिटी एक्ट व्हाट इज द मीनिंग यू हैव सम आइडिया ने एक्ट रो कौन फीचर्स कौन कौन डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन व्हाट आर द बेनिफिट्स the women employees are getting during maternity, what they have to do, what are the duties, what is the eligibility of the women employee, where this act is applicable. We'll read all these things. This slide talks about the meaning of Maternity Act and the history, when it was started, how it was started. The act implemented on 1961 in the month of December. The main objective of this act to regulate the women employee, an act to regulate the employment of women in certain establishment of certain periods before and after the childbirth and provide for maternity benefits and certain other benefits. During that period, during the maternity period, during the childbirth, what are the benefits the women employees should get? What is the employee entitlement? Everything is written in this act. How the person will get, what is the duties of that person, whoever going to maternity, what he has to do, what she has to do. All these things are mentioned in the act. N.M. Joshi was the first person who made effort for enacting these benefits in India in 1924. That means during 1924 it was started. First Maternity Benefits Act in India. 1929 Bombay High Court has given a judgment. So this was implemented in 1924-30. Then followed by Madhya Pradesh government. They have implemented for mines maternity benefits in 1941. Finally, the act came in 1961 and it has amendment in 2005. So we'll read what was the amendment, what are the changes in the act. And this is applicable throughout the India. The extent is whole of India. Total section 30 section. So these are the brief of this act 1961. What is the benefit act and how it is started, who started. Then we'll go for the objective. What is the objective of this act, Maternity Benefit Act, MB Act, we can say. It aims to regulate the employment of women in certain periods before and after childbirth. So if an woman employee is going to deliver a child, so certain things she has to take care before birth and certain things she has to take care after birth. So this act is telling everything women in certain period before and after childbirth. To provide for maternity benefit including maternity leaves, wage, bonus, nursing. So how many days one person needs the leave, the break period, the kind of work the person is going to do, wages, compensation, what is the financial aids that person should get during that period. In our society, maternity is a sensitive issue and we should take it seriously. So sometimes what happens, so it's not that one situation or two situation in the company. Every woman employee should go to that within that phase in the life cycle. So, so company, the employer has to think their how they take care, how they develop a bond with their newborn child, how they take care of their health. So all these things are given in this act. Maintenance of the woman and her child when she is not working. Suppose in that leave, if you don't give a salary, then the person will be without any pay. Suppose you don't give salary or if you ask the person to let her go during that maternity time, that person will be without pay. So she cannot take care of her child and family. So this act is mainly the objective of act is to protect, to provide help to those people who are going through maternity. Another thing we'll see the where this act is applicable. What is the applicable माने को employee को जगह है this act is applicable. Applicability of this act. Every factory, to take any factory where the employees are working, mines or plantation and such other establishment engaged in exhibition or equestrian means it is sports activity. घोड़ा सवारी, horse riding. There are some organizations who are dealing with horse riding, race course. So that means acrobat. Acrobatic means there are employee. If someone is working in acrobatic, the athletic sports event and other performance. If employees are working in this performance, irrespective of the number of employees, so people working in this organization are also eligible. So sometimes we think maybe these are different type of organization, but they are included. Every shops or establishment within 10 or more persons are employed or and on one day of preceding 12 months. There is a note. State government can add any establishment under this act after taking approval of central government and by giving 2 months of notification. So state government is giving state government is giving one approval of central government. That means the government, if the government is willing to add that this act, taking approval of central government, if government is willing to add any establishment, any organization, then the government should seek approval from central government and notify the concern establishment, concern organization prior to 2 months. Based on that, there will be other establishment, other organization can be included in the act. This act is not applicable now. This slide is saying where the act is not applicable. This act is not applicable on any factory or other establishment to which the provisions of Employees State Insurance Act 1948. We studied one act, Employee State Insurance Act, ESI Act 1948. If some employee are covered under this act, 1948 ESI Act, then Maternity Act is not applicable for them. There is a condition. This act is not applicable on any factory or other establishment to which the provisions of Employees State Insurance Act 1948. So the same employee will be benefited with this act, under this act. So if they are covered under this act, so we already discussed this point. If someone is covered under one act, then the other act is not applicable. So that condition is there. And there are some exceptions. If the woman employee not qualified in ESI, this is one exception we discussed. Woman employee wage exceed 21,000. This is a point also we discussed. There is a limit. Wage exceeds 21,000 of ESI. In ESI Act, there is a wage limit. The salary, the wage of person who is working or who is earning should be earning less than 21,000. That is the limit in ESI Act. So these two exceptions, if someone is working under ESI Act, if someone is covered under ESI Act, that is one exception. And other exception is wage exceeds 21,000 of ESI Act. So these are the applicability. Features of Maternity Benefit Act. What are the features? What are the features? So why this act came into existence? What are the benefits given this act to the employee? What are the principles? The first thing is leave. Duration of leave. If a person is going to give birth of a child, then she definitely needs some leave. Duration of leave. That is the main feature, main objective of this act. An woman employee is entitled to 12 weeks of maternity leave under the term of the act, not more than 6 weeks, or which may come before the due date. So that is the minimum leaves. Another feature is job protection. If this act is not there, if some company is not providing the maternity leave, then women employees who are working, they are not secured about their job. If you are giving the proper leave policies there, you are obligated to that. If then the job is secured. Job protection is according to the guidelines of 1961 Act. It has been ruled unlawful of an employer to fire or let go an woman employee at any time during the because of her absence. Suppose one woman employee is going to take leave or during the pregnancy, during the childbirth, unnecessarily taking leave because the employer is not giving any maternity leave. So in that case, suppose the employer is firing that person, not allowing that person to work, let the person go to leave the job. So that will get more insecurity between the employee. So that gives a job protection if we are properly allocating the leave. The remuneration during the leave. During the leave, women who meet the requirement for maternity leave outlined in the legislation are entitled to maternity benefits at the rate of the average daily salary for the time that they are really absent from the work. So there is a rate of that employee for the compensation, for the remuneration, for the bonus, what the person is getting during the leave. Even if the person is, these are paid leave, the person is getting salary, whatever the weeks, 12 weeks we have seen. So the person is getting salary, the salary is calculated exactly the same as the woman is getting drawing the salary. So that type of calculation remuneration is there. So that is the one feature of the maternity benefit act. Another feature is other than the leave, other than the protection, other than the feeling, you will get some financial benefit. What is the financial benefit? Financial benefit is every woman is entitled to get the benefits and the option of receiving a medical bonus. Whatever the expenses to take care of her health, the food, employer in the event, and neither what prenatal and postnatal. What is the meaning? Prenatal nor postpartum care. So if the expected delivery date, suppose this is October, October end is the child birth date, expected date. Then there is some period before the delivery, there is a some period after the delivery. That term is called prenatal is before the delivery. What is the time the person requires before the delivery? That is prenatal. Not postpartum is postpartum is after the delivery. So once the child is born, so the mother has to spend some time with the child. So in both the cases, so that mother is requiring some help, some proper food, proper nutritious food. So for that purpose, there is some financial benefit given by the employer. So these are the main features of the act: leave, job protection, how the person is protected, then remuneration means the wages, salary during the leave, all these are calculated, and Other than all these things, you'll get some financial benefits. That financial benefits is for your taking care of your health, taking care of your food, your medicine, your consultancy, medical assistance. So there are benefits, all the benefits are mentioned in this act, Maternity Benefit Act 1961. We'll also read what is the amendment, what are the things corrected in this act when it was amended, and what needs to do by the employer. Suppose one person is working, what is his her duty? In that case, we'll understand all these things. Suppose one person is entitled for the maternity leave, what that lady has to do before the birth, and what is the amendment happened during 2005. We'll read all these things. We'll take a quick break now. We'll join as soon as possible. Maximum 5 minutes we'll join. Then we'll discuss those things. Thank you.